you. Thank you. Sport. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. Sport has the power to change the world.
So Mandela spoke to the world and really gave his heart and his mindset to how important sport is in the world and how it has the ability, unlike any other thing, to break down racial barriers and to break down socioeconomic barriers, and really is just an important catalyst for bringing people together all around the world, really unlike any other thing can. And of all the sports in the world, soccer ranks as the favorite in most nations around the world. Honestly, soccer is, one of my biggest passions in life since I was a little boy. 4 or 5 years old in England, I've played the game. There's a real sense of freedom that I get when I'm out on the field. And I'm not even sure what it is really. It's a desire that's been placed kind of innately inside of my body, I think, since I was young. It's such a simple game, but yet there are so many complexities and intricacies that you can really delve into as well. I see the enjoyment that it brings to so many other people too, and I think I've been blessed with a gift to be able to play and to coach, and I really enjoy sharing that gift. When I came to the US in 1994 first to work at summer camp, I really came with a desire to be a soccer coach. That was my goal. As it happens, I got involved with Camp Sunshine, was involved with them for 20 years. The challenge with that was that it's very time consuming, and so it didn't allow me to pursue my passion in soccer to the degree that I wanted to. So when I left Camp Sunshine in September of 2013, I really felt this strong desire in my heart to really pursue that passion. And so I started doing some research on organizations that use soccer as an outreach tool. And during that research, I came across an organization called Surge International. And their goal is to create and implement soccer programs around the world. They work with organizations and churches and nonprofits. And so their vision really resonated with my heart. That was the organization that I really wanted to reach out to and pursue. Mongolia was the trip that was kind of put on my heart. And when I reached out to them to tell them that I was interested in doing the trip, they almost fell over themselves with excitement, because I was exactly the kind of person, exactly the person with the right skills that they needed for their trip to Mongolia. They were still looking for someone to really spearhead the soccer part of it. As I was looking at the trips that Surge International participates in, Mongolia for me seemed to be the one that was just the furthest that you could possibly be. And honestly, that was the one that was kind of least attractive to me immediately. Even though I had no desire to go there, it really stuck out in my mind. I really felt like that would be crazy. Mongolia was once one of the largest and most feared kingdoms in all the world, and now is an arid, sparse land whose young people have really been ravaged by unemployment and alcoholism. It is my desire to head over to Mongolia with Surge International to really bring the sport of soccer to them and to really help their young people improve their lives, gain a sense of their own self-identity, and give them a little bit of love and hope for their futures. This is such a big adventure and such a gigantic endeavor for me that I know that I cannot do this by myself. There are so many ways in which you can stand with me and support me through this great adventure. And that's why I'm making this video, because I'm reaching out to the people that I love and people that I know love me to come alongside and to support this endeavor. The number one way in which you can support me is to pray with me. I'm expecting all kinds of obstacles and challenges to present themselves in the coming months as I prepare for this trip. And I would really love for a group of people to really stand behind me and support me, praying for me continually. Secondly, this trip is going to cost close to $4,000, way more than I have. So would you join with me? If everybody that saw this video gave just $10, I would have more than enough for my trip. and above and beyond, so that we could buy additional supplies for the kids in Mongolia, and equipment and soccer shoes and all that kind of stuff. But really, this is about making an investment in the young people of Mongolia. Very few people get the opportunity to actually travel there, and so this is one way in which you can support me in that endeavor. Many people may not know this about me, but my greatest love language is words of affirmation. I would love to hear from you. Would you be willing to send me a note of encouragement? You can reach me on Facebook, you can send me an email, you can send me a text message, you can write something on Twitter. Hey, you can even send me a letter in the mail. Encourage me on this endeavor that God has me going on. Those words that you would share with me are like honey to my soul. And lastly, but certainly not least important, you may not be the praying type. You may not have a lot of resources to give, and the gift of encouragement may not be your thing. But one thing that you can do is to share this message. That's a simple thing that everybody can do to really support this trip. You may not be able to go yourself, but will you stand with me and support me? And as I embark on this great adventure, I've grasped these two really important messages. That you can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. And I believe that if God's love is for anybody, anywhere, then God's love is for everybody, everywhere.